Today I am going to talk to you about attention. What is attention? What is the movement of attention? And what are the ways and methods of raising our attention? Keep it in broad ways, alright? But when I am saying all these things, you must know that I am talking to you individually. It's not about others. Always the first thing human beings do is when I am speaking to you, you try to find out about whom Mataji is speaking. This is the best way of putting your attention onto something else. If you put your attention to yourself that this is for me and me and me alone, then it will have an effect, because these are mantras. And that's why it is wasted, because whatever is given to you is thrown onto another person. So the attention that you have is the only way to know the reality. Your own attention is important, not the attention of others or your attention on others. This must be clearly understood. If you understand this point, that the whole thing is to be consumed by you through your attention to raise yourself to a higher situation, it will work out. Otherwise it is like giving food to you and going to another person who is getting nourished while you are getting nothing. And that person also may not be able to get nourished because he doesn't know that you are throwing it to that person. So today, as I am going to speak to you about attention, you should know that your attention should absorb all that I am saying. It is not meant for anybody else. You better sit in thoughtless awareness. That's the best way, so that it goes into you. Otherwise, it's like a lecture, that you listen to me has no effect. Every lecture will transform you, because after all I am speaking. But because you always think of others and you think of your problems all the time, something nonsensical is going on about which you are worried, and the attention is so overloaded that whatever is said to you doesn't go into you. So just now utilize it by being attentive and knowing that all these nonsensical things have no value. It's your attention that has to come up and has to grow. So attention is the whole of the canvas of your being. It's a complete canvas. Is the attention. Complete canvas of your being is the attention. How much you have gone into it, how much you have discovered it, how far you have raised it is a different point. Attention is chitta, and God is attention. How far your attention has been enlightened is a different point. But your attention is God. If you become enlightened to that extent, it is like a canvas. You can say it is like a canvas which is spread out for a film. And your aptitudes, or you can say the drags or movements of your attention has, shows on that canvas. I don't know what is the word for vritti in English language. It's not aptitude, but a person gets prone to, or his attention is dragged to. I don't know, there's a word like that for in English language, vritti. Can you suggest any word? So, our attention is just a pure, completely pure canvas, and is acted upon by the three gunas we have to begin with. And the three gunas come to you, as you know, one from your past, one from your future sense, and one from the present. Now, whatever have been your experiences about a particular thing or a particular occasion, so far is completely recorded in your memory. For example, just now, something was burned by these flames. Now all of you became aware of it. Next time whenever you will see a flame, first thing will happen will be that you will be cautious about it. It is not going to happen again, but the whole memory will come to you and you will try to be cautious or warn others. Because your attention will become aware of that as soon as you will see that, because that canvas of your attention itself will start throwing out these pictures out of itself through your past experiences onto the canvas. This is a living canvas. Or maybe that if you have got some ideas which you have premeditated or thought of the future. For example, you must have thought of somebody that if I meet that man, I will tell him like this. As soon as you will meet that man, your attention will start bubbling out with those ideas that are coming about this man, and you will start addressing to him accordingly. It's all stored up within you, whether it is about the future or about the past, is given out of the attention through that bubbling process, which depends on your dragging nature. Where are you dragged? That's called as vritti, but I don't know what you call it in English language. I don't know what you are prone to. Vritti is a very neutral word. It doesn't mean anything bad. It means where you are drawn to. Vritti means a temperament by which you are drawn to. Now whatever is your temperament, it acts like that. For example, if you see a man walking, say, blindly, he cannot see things. One person may get angry with that person, another may have pity for that person, third may come forward to help him out. Is the vritti, is the temperament that you have developed through your three gunas. That's why this attention becomes identified with you. And when you are identified with this, your vritti, your temperaments, then you are still in a misidentified area. But after you get your realization, you are not still identified with that state of mind in which you see your ego and superego as myths. Still you get caught up into your ego and superego. And that's why your attention is still in a mess. In a pure, simple way of attention in an innocent child, he sees everything in pratyaksha, means in actual experiencing of something for a child, because he has no memory. So he'll have to burn his hand to feel that this burns. He has to touch something cold to know that it is cold. His memory is not yet built up. So into the actual experiencing of it, he lives. But that actual experiencing becomes memory. And once the memory is built up stronger, the whole personality is affected by memory.